Coming in at 482 is The Pharcyde's album Bizarre Ride II The Pharcyde, or maybe if you styled it correctly, Bizarre Ride to the Pharcyde. Um, Anyways, this album was released on November 24th, 1992. It comes in at 56 minutes long from Delicious Vinyl Records, produced by J Swift, LAJ, and Slim Kid 3. Wonder if he was the third born. Kyle, did you like early 90s hip hop?
Hey, it's Kyle, just jumping in real quick to ask, do you approve this groove? Let us know in the comments. Give us a quick thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and join the conversation.
I didn't know I did, but I guess I do. So I've said it before, and I'm probably going to repeat this 100 times, but one of the reasons that I wanted to do this, listening through this list of albums, is so that I could hear things that I wouldn't have exposed myself to otherwise, or had known about otherwise, as the case is with this album. I didn't know that this album existed. I didn't know this group existed. And I'm glad to have listened to it. But I don't have much of a reference point for it. Like, one of my big blind spots in my, musical palette is hip hop and, rap and other adjacent genres. It's just not something that I ever really have spent a lot of time with. I mean, I know some of the big artists from like when we were in high school and college and that sort of thing, and even some of the more recent people, but even then it's more, I know the names, like I know who some of them are, but I couldn't pick out their music. So my frame of reference for this album was pretty limited, and going into it I didn't really know what it was going to be, and I ended up kind of getting into it. I enjoyed it. Like, it was at times kind of silly and sophomoric and juvenile, but I think that was kind of the point, right? Like, I think it was supposed to be fun. It was not supposed to be super serious. And it didn't take itself seriously, and I thought that was awesome. And production wise, it was, to me, from my, again, limited frame of reference, it was an early 90s nostalgic ride of hip hop songs. Like, I felt like I was listening to early 90s hip hop. I mean, that's exactly what it was, but I felt that, and I kind of loved it. Like, the music of it, like the sounds were great, the turntables, the samples, the drums. I liked it. I liked the cadence of their rapping. I liked it. Yeah. There was some of it that I was listening to it and I was like, I don't know if that aged very well. But
certainly not.
Yeah, but overall,
none of the 90s did.
Yeah. What was the song where they prank call the girl? I forget what that one was, but yeah, I was like, yeah, this is probably not wouldn't fly today very well. But yeah, I mean, I liked it.
To that end, the song "Ya Mama" is basically 4 minutes and 22 seconds of "Ya Mama" jokes, which is fun. Just shit talking back and forth. Yeah, the sing-songy delivery of that early 90s, late 80s, well, most early hip hop, I guess, much early hip hop, definitely showed through on this one. One of the things that I liked about this was the sample of multi-instrumental works, like that jazz influence that I know we're going to see again pop up on this list, because there's no way Tribe Called Quest is not on this list somewhere. And to me, it sounds like I have more exposure to hip hop in general than you do, but it's not much more. So when I heard some of these for the first time, my reference was this sounds similar to some Tribe Called Quest stuff in the use of those sort of jazzy samples, which I appreciated, rather than just the traditional kind of breakbeat. Here's 8 bars or 4 bars of a beat, and that's gonna ride for the track. So I appreciated that. Yeah, I thought it was funny. Of note, Kanye West is on record saying that this is one of, if not his favorite albums of all time, which I thought was interesting. And I would be interested to know more about why that is. I wonder what he likes about it as most, and it could just be that this is an album he kind of grew up with and just resonated with him. I don't know, but it'd be interesting to hear more about that. But yeah, my initial thoughts, because I listened to this for the first time on Christmas night. I think as most people would. As I was, putting the finishing touches on cleaning up the boxes and getting everything back in order, my memory of this album will be me going in and out of my front door in the cold, throwing things away. So my first reaction was just, I don't have much context for this. But I mean, I already said it. I appreciate the samples. I can appreciate the work. I thought it was all right. Would you rank it?
I went with a 3.5. I went 3.5, and I was interested at first in when it came out because I almost wondered, and I don't think the timeline lines up like I was thinking in my head when rap and hip hop got real serious in the later 90s, maybe, mid to later 90s, the East Coast, West Coast stuff that was going on, Biggie and Tupac and that sort of thing. Whereas this was kind of like, hey, we're just having fun making this music. But it doesn't line up time wise like that. But that was what kind of stuck with me just thematically, was that it didn't take itself too seriously. It was having fun, and I had fun with it. So yeah, 3.5.
Yeah, I had fun with it. It's again one of those that I don't know that I'll come back to very often. There's a couple songs that I could see like showing to someone, like, just, hey, this is funny, check this out. Yeah, I'd give it a 3. It was all right. I'm glad I heard it. We're better for it.
Not playing it for my kids though.
Facts.
Hey, thanks for watching. We'd love to know what you think of this album, so let us know in the comments. Do you approve this groove? And as always, a quick thumbs up helps a lot. Subscribe so you can see all 500 albums, and we'll see you on the next record.